It is so freaking cold in this room. I've got goosebumps in my own room under a borderline quilt. Anyways, it is time for the next weapons video. This time, to make it an easy one for me, I'm going to be using two identical weapons. Let me just pull up the broadcast on my phone. I'm going to be using the Mace and the Morning Star. I'm going to be using each one for 30 minutes. I'll start with the Mace, as I think it's the lesser used of the two. I've got my continuous music playing that I'm pretty sure you cannot hear, unfortunately. So the Mace and the Morning Star. What interesting weapons, eh? Not really. So, they say they have different stats, but we all know the truth if we've played the game for any amount of time. That was a pretty nutty dodge, wasn't it? Behind you, my good man. So, these weapons absolutely destroy knights. 60 damage on their base attacks.
No, let this
60 damage on their base attacks versus knights, which means you're three-shotting them. Heavy attacks, heavy slashes, 82. Heavy overheads, 90. They are ridiculous weapons. They're also very good at going around blocks.
The leader requires only 20
Strangely good at going around blocks with the slashes. And also because they're blunt, it means their combo speed is very quick. Sometimes, depending on the angle that you get hit, if I get hit with a Morning Star slash, look at that. Look at that, 60. 60. Look at how easy it goes around blocks. What's it called? Sometimes, if I get hit at the wrong angle, I am not able to jab the Morning Star slash Mace out of its follow-up attack. It's really weird. It's not unique. There are some weapons that are like that. Cool. They come with a lot of classes. They come with some archer subclasses, I believe. Only one, the skirmisher. No Vanguard class gets either of them. You can use them as the man-at-arms, you can use both as the man-at-arms, you can use the Mace as the officer, you can use the Mace again as the guardian, and you can use the Morning Star as the crusader. However, to keep things simple, I'm going to be using the Mace and the Morning Star on the man-at-arms. So they're overall very potent weapons. A lot of people view them as the strongest 1v1 weapons. Although most times you'll see them in conversation, it's going to be regarding the... I hope those two aren't teaming. It's regarding the Morning Star. That guy is dodging way too much. He's terrified. Sir Bend of Dover. Interesting. This is a nice empty free-for-all as well to get some maybe calm and controlling engagements where not too many of us are hitting each other in the back. Oh crap, I think he riposted. He got block frames from my jab. Yeah, honestly there's not too much to say about them. Their base overheads and slashes do exact same damage, but their heavies on those two do slightly different. The slashes hit a little less hard, the heavy slashes, but the heavy overheads, they're going to be doing the most. But base, regular slash and regular overhead, they do the same amount of damage, which is kind of a trend I notice with most blunt weapons for some reason. Of course, the prime candidates being these two. Using them with the shield is pretty nasty, because shields are pretty decent in 1v1 engagements. It's really in TO where you see shields start to fall apart, literally, in the sense that they get shattered very easily. But in 1v1 engagements, using a shield is pretty nutty. I don't know if this dude actually wants to kill me or not. Nice kick. There you go, sir. But just the way these things pummel knights is disrespectful. Especially because they're very good spamming weapons because of that fact. The way they reach around people's blocks on the slashes is strange. Like, I could honestly get away with a lot of slash attacks with these things that I couldn't do with other weapons. And as you can see, they're also lightning quick, like every other one-hander is. Vanguards, if you're using regular attacks, you'll usually kill them in 4 attacks. But against everything else, footmen and knights, you're going to be mostly 3-shotting dudes, because of course you don't want to be stabbing with these things. You don't stab with blunt weapons, you know? But as you can see, these numbers are nutty. I won't even pick up that shield. They're good in first and third person. Oh, I'm using the Morning Star right now. I apologize. I have a challenge for you, by the way. Find a difference between both weapons while I use them. Oh, that was just disgusting. I was just going around both shoulders. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Try to find a difference between both the weapons. I'll show you what the game says is different about them. The Mace has supposedly a faster windup and faster, stronger overheads. The Morning Star supposedly has increased special damage with a longer recovery. And looking at the bars show that the Mace supposedly hits harder, but they have the same speed and reach. I'm telling you now, as someone who's played the game a little bit too much, they are the exact same weapon. The Mace does not have stronger overheads, or faster ones. The Morning Star does not have increased special damage. They both hit for the exact numbers. I'm going to try to use each one individually for 30 minutes. I need to remember to switch to the Mace first. But look, just look at the damage numbers throughout this video, and you tell me. You tell me. Look at the speed and everything. Tell me if something feels different. Like every other one-hander, they are very scary when you pressure someone by staying in their face.
Surely you'll remember me.
And because they are blunt weapons, people are not expecting you to ever stab with them, so don't expect people to ever do counter stabs. What are you doing? Are you waiting on your friend? What's up? Oh, right around the shoulders. Now, as someone who doesn't slash too much, look at that. Look at that. See how it goes right around the shoulder? It's really weird. Not many other weapons do that. And I think it has something to do with the fact that these weapons have a ball-like head. I do think that affects their hitbox, because I don't notice this that much with the Falchion, the Warhammer even. The Morning Star and the Mace specifically are extremely good at just going right around people's shoulders on the slashes, making them very viable spamming weapons. You can get away with a lot of slash spam with these things against casual players. $67 damage. Heavy stab on a knight. 45 on a vanguard. But as you can see, regardless of who the recipient is of these weapons, they are getting crushed. Absolutely stellar weapons. Even saw a bit of the Mace / Morning Star in the Trial by Blood tournament. I'm honestly surprised I'm not going around this young man's block. What's up? Two-shot, heavy slash, heavy overhead. Typically with both of these weapons, you're going to be killing people in around that many hits. 2 to 3. If you land a heavy, expect standard 2 to 3. And look at the fear. Look at the fear. Look at that. Just sticking in someone's face with these things, it's terrifying. You have to respect them a lot. Might not want to jump me. $90. That's a 2-shot. Just like that. Almost thoughtless. Such deadly weapons, man. These things are a force to be reckoned with. These things are amazing in team objective, free-for-all. This is another... Both these weapons, I'd say, are A to S tier, where there's just nothing they're really bad at. They can clobber everyone pretty equally. Some of the nastiest classes have them as secondaries. Nice. But I'm using a one-handed weapon, so you can't get away with something like that. Absolutely gnarly things. However, as cool as they are, it bothers me that both of them are identical. Again, I challenge you. In about 20 minutes, I'm going to switch primarily to the Morning Star and take note of all the damage numbers I've been hitting people for. Take note of the speed, the distance, and tell me if anything is different between the two. I promise you, nothing is. I don't know why they're both separate weapons. They are the exact same thing. I don't get it. I really don't know. Also, the reason why there's no music right now is because I turned it off because I have my own playing on Spotify, which unfortunately I don't believe you can hear. I swear when I get a laptop/computer, things like this will be resolved. But yeah, they're very fun weapons. They're potent, they're deadly and everything. They're one-handers, so people are going to be terrified of them and they're going to respect you greatly. You can use both of them with classes that come with a shield. Well, actually, you can use all three of them with classes that come with a shield. The Skirmisher with his light shield, Man-at-Arms with his medium, and the Guardian with his heavy one. Because again, the Morning Star and the Mace are the exact same weapon. They have the same reach, they have the same speed, and they hit for the exact same numbers. I don't get it. I don't know why they're two separate weapons. I need to ask some of the highest level players, like, yo, what's the difference between these two weapons? Because I can't find any. The Morning Star might feel an inch faster, but if that is the case, if the Morning Star is actually faster than the Mace, which I doubt, then that means the Morning Star is objectively better than the Mace, because everything else about them is identical. Besides looks, of course, but even still, I mean, they're blunt weapons with similar-looking hilts and bald heads.
Prove yourself
except
as
one
the
is
best
mostly blunt
fighter
and
in
one
the
has
land.
spikes.
Eliminate everyone!
Salutation!
Every attack from them is good at going around blocks. As you can see, I can very easily just switch between shoulders on people. But the slashes especially, it's really weird how good they are doing it. Of course, I don't slash too much, so I can't really show it to you. As well as, say, a random would in Team Objective. But I'm sure you've been on the receiving end of this thing just someone slash spamming with the Morning Star Mace, and they're just bopping you right around the back. They go right around your shield, your block, your raised block, and just clock you right around it. I'm going to try to demonstrate. Thing is, in order to get that, I have to be hugging the target. That looks really weird. Look at that fear. Ooh, I'm using the Morning Star right now. Whoops. Remember, I gotta switch to the Mace first. 30 minutes of the Mace, 30 minutes of Morning Star. So look, with this poor Vanguard over here, I'm gonna try to hook around his shoulders. I gotta get right in his face. See that? But you see where the weapon's going? It's a very easy weapon to abuse. Of course, I'm hesitant on calling any weapon broken, per se. But it's just a very noob-friendly weapon, with the things that it does to people. If I was a slash connoisseur, I would definitely be showing you just what I mean. But you might see it in a few fleeting examples. Oh god. Courtyard problems. I don't know why they're separate weapons, man. They are the exact same thing. I'll land some specials for you, because the Morning Star says it has higher special damage. Look at that. 65 on a Vanguard. Let's try to land one on each class. 65 on a Vanguard. 87 on a footman. Now let's land it on a knight. Hold it, me. 65 on a vanguard. 87 on a footman. Let's see what it hits a knight for. 97. Alright, now keep those numbers in mind for when I switch primarily to the Morning Star. Look at that. They're very good at countering slashes because of the way they go around people's blocks. Typically when you counter someone's attack, you know, they instantly block it. But because these things hook around your shoulders, if you are hugging someone as you get the counter slash, chances are you're going to hit them right on their spine. Also, I am expecting to get vote kick because I am in free-for-all, and vote kick has not been addressed in free-for-all. But I will cope for the sake of making a video. If I get kicked and I can't find another free-for-all lobby, I'll just play the rest of the duration in team objective. Ooh, excuse me, I thought that was going to go right around. Interesting. Are you going to hit each other? Okay, those two are creeping me out. I'm just going to leave. Do you see this? Look, this whole time he's not acknowledging the guy with the ball behind him because he can't hit him. Look at him. Okay, finally that guy has left. Like every one-handed weapon, they are very hard to whiff punish. Nice heavy. You have to do something, dude. You have to do something, sir. As you can see, against Vanguards, these are not the most deadly of weapons. 34 damage, granted, that's because I hit him on the lower leg. But against Vanguards, with standard attacks, you're going to be killing them in about 4 hits, especially if you're using the stabs. As said, I would not advise using stabs with blunt weapons, but because of that, just because of that fact that they're a blunt weapon, people don't expect you to stab. So most people are not ready to do counter stabs. I mean, that stuff that I just did right there isn't exclusive to the Morning Star or Mace. That's just one-handed tomfoolery.
The leader requires only 20 more victories.
Maybe I'll make a video dedicated to throwing things and how powerful that can be. Throw juggling. Or should I just call it juggling? I'm kidding, of course. I have no interest in making a video like that.
I said good day.
They are not the best throwing weapons, because they are blunt. Throwing weapons have never been that good, even against knights. $67 on the heavy stab, making its heavy stab better than the Mauls. How surprising. Sorry, there. These are two weapons with their own identity. How could I forget?
Your malformed skull is unfit for my pistol.
But yeah, these two things aren't too different from many other one-handers I've made videos on, which I think actually haven't been too many. The only one that comes to mind right now is the, are you waiting on someone to hit me in the back? I'm gonna hit you in the back in a second. Oh, he riposted my jab because I jabbed him too quick after the block. An interaction I deeply despise. Oh, sir. That's a heavy. Despite being hard-hitting blunt weapons, they are extremely fast. They are significantly faster than the Warhammer. Dude, you have no stamina.
I deserve you. I bit and so the sweet. I deserve. I said I won't be back.
This free-for-all lobby doesn't have the craziest of players. But it doesn't matter too much. You're still seeing their strengths. Hard hitting, fast, very intimidating as they go right around shoulders. Aw, I saw that guy. That's the second time that person has been vote to kick. Isn't that the person with the one-handed sword? Hold on, sir. Let me pull out my mace. You guys cannot jump me. I promise you. That's right, fight each other before I slay you both. Terrifying weapons to go up against, though. So if you're new to the game and you're wondering, you know, how can I turn off my brain and succeed? Pick these two up. Pick these two up. Pick them up, turn off your brain, legit. You can just get away with doing this. Of course, I don't do this because I find no fun in just mindlessly pressing right trigger.
10 more!
But it works with some weapons. With some weapons, just mashing right trigger will find you success. The Glaive, Morning Star, sometimes the Messer with its 55 damage raw slashes. And look at that, right there, that's just the overhead going right around him. Really every attack from these things, the overheads and the slashes, are good at going around blocks. Stabs are a lot more universal. Stabs don't have much to do with individual weapons hitboxes and more so just the attack animation itself. But the overheads and slashes, I do think it's because of the bald point. The ball point, yeah. How these things have a large head at the end of their hilt. Or should I say at the end of their shaft. I do think it helps them significantly with going around people's blocks. So in about 9 minutes, I'm going to switch to the Morning Star for the other 30 minutes, and tell me if you see differences. Pro tip, you will not. Yeah, I can just gamble against someone like that who's slowly throwing out attacks. Very easy weapons to succeed with, and that goes for first and third person. I'm just playing primarily in third person to show off how easy they go around people's blocks. But you can definitely use both of these weapons in both perspectives. I definitely would like to get rid of the two-handed spear. That is one of these worst weapons to have in your external camera. And the reason why I'm doing so many heavies is because these are one-handed weapons. One-handed weapons are all extremely quick, so I feel like heavies are almost free. Don't tell me these two are still fighting, and they've taken their fight all the way over here. Okay, good. Wait, you're not dead? What? Did he survive an attack from the Executioner's Axe at low health? Executioner's doesn't hit that hard now that I think about it. It gets no damage bonus versus Vanguards. Nothing does. Vanguards and Archers get no... They are not affected by any damage bonus. Hello, sir. That's not a slash. You have to do something besides accelerated slashes. That looked very weird. What's your game plan? I will keep doing this until you do something else. Matter of fact, I'm going to spam counter slash versus that guy. I would have kept doing it if I didn't get killed by a mallet on the guy that I just killed. Don't counter slash a one-handed spear. No. Aw, that was a very fast riposte. I am turning my brain off a little bit with these things, because they are very easy to mash with. You don't have to play it.
3 more kills, and the leader is victorious!
Come on, you can hit her. Spokane Vader, by the way. That is a glorious name. It gives me a very interesting visual. Also, I noticed that for whatever reason, my music has completely cut off. How long do you want to do this? mean, I can do this
The
forever.
guild leader is near victory!
I mean, there's 2 other buttons there, overheads and stabs. Dash and slashes are also very deadly. 50 damage, raw, 65 on heavy slash for a one-hander, that's crazy. Still. So why the hell has my music stopped? Play, please.
Good welcome.
What's his name? Stuffy Cream Sheet? Good God. Oh, I'm using the Morning Star right now. I should be using the Mace. Excuse me.
Victory!
Calm down with all that nonsense.
I deserve, and so a sweet you. I said I deserve. I bid a sweet you. I deserve, and so I said a sweet. I bid. I desire that we become better strangers.
Alright, I imagine I'm going to get kicked out of the next free-for-all, which is just crazy to even say out loud that I'm going to get kicked in a match of free-for-all, but welcome to Chivalry 2. This is the Chivalry 2 experience. So I'm going to use the Mace for about 3 or 4 more minutes, and then I'm going to switch to the Morning Star for the latter half. And you tell me, are there any differences? I'm saying press X to doubt, because there will not be any difference. The numbers are the exact same. They almost look exactly the same. Why are they 2 separate weapons, Tornbanner? This damage stat is false. The Mace does not hit harder than the Morning Star at all. Excuse me. They're the same weapon. I don't get it. I do not.
Prove yourself
If anyone
as the
can give me
best fighter
definitive
in the
proof
land.
that there is something different between the
Eliminate
two,
everyone!
I would be elated. Nice jab. Whoops, I just threw my shield when I went to put it on my back. That was silly.
I am back.
Calm down, lady. Nice stab. Where am I? If I haven't made a video on the two-handed hammer, then I need to. Very satisfying weapon. Also very, very efficient. It's one of those weapons where its speed can be fast, slow. Okay, this is the guy I said I was going to counter slash to death, so I'm going to keep to my word. Because of how he plays.
Oh. Turn around! They're behind you!
Alright, so about 2 more minutes of me using the mace, then Morning Star. Now, I have nothing new to say about the Morning Star because it's the exact same weapon, but if you don't believe me, watch closely and then tell me. As you can see also, because they're blunt, one-handed weapons, the combos are lightning quick. If you're getting successive hits on people, how stupid do you think I am? You can't ignore me forever. Oh, madre. You fool. What? Still alive? Hatchet is the shortest weapon in the game. Hatchet is extremely easy to whip punish on its riposte. Don't be afraid of the hatchet ever. That felt satisfying. Ooh. Dodge.
Yes!
Dodge. What about the two-handed hammer behind me? Ow. What about the one in front of me? Alright, so I'm going to get one more kill with the mace, then I'm going to switch to the Morning Star. The Morning Star supposedly has Longer recovery with increased special damage. Didn't even have to crouch dodge there. Well, that was just a generic miss. Alright, 60 damage versus Knights. The things this thing does to Knights is just absurd. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, you can't play like that. Dodging constantly, yeah. If you're gonna be putting dodges into your game plan, you gotta make them unpredictable. Someone who's predictably dodging is one of my favorite targets because they are very easy to kill and drain the stamina of. Ow. Now I expect a jab to come out soon. Oh, or a generic miss. Alright, so nothing but the Morning Star now for the remainder of this video, so 30 more minutes. Prepare yourself, feast your eyes. Increased special damage with a longer recovery. I don't know why this guy doesn't block after these counters. Also, I gotta stop missing. This is what first person is for. I was expecting
the
him
leader
to
requires only 20 more victories.
37 damage throw versus a knight.
You throw it out.
He stepped in his own bear trap. Good job.
Hello.
That was kind of effed up, wasn't it? Calm yourself down. Everyone's jabbing all of a sudden. Okay, I like this. I like this. See how jabs alter your playstyle? Normally, in most of my engagements on this game, I'm just in people's faces mangling them. And that's why, because no one uses the jab mechanic. The jab mechanic stops people like me from succeeding. Now, against someone this predictable, I can just continuously hit them with specials until they start dodging them. This is a very weird free-for-all lobby. Not because it's empty, but just how people are playing and the weapons they're using. Two-handed spears, some sledgehammer engineer action. Really interesting. Be fooled. What's up? You gonna jab? Nice overhead. As you can see, by the way, two-handed spear overheads do not do any damage. That person hit me, what, 3 or 4 times, and I was still at half health? Nice hit. Right around the block, because that's what one-handed weapons are good at doing, among other things. That was cringe. That was really bad. There you go, finally a right bumper stab. Everyone's been doing the pathetic right trigger stab. I don't know why. Oh, I hate that attack. It's so... ugh, just meh. Has no utility. Now this dude would benefit greatly from jabbing. That's a special. Not what I thought it was. Nice excel. Right around the block. You can't do that. You can't do that. Nope. That right there is what I mean. He tried to jab, but because of where I hit him and how I then accelerated, the jab wasn't fast enough. Morning Star and Mace can do that sometimes and just get a pretty much guaranteed to a combo if you're trying to jab. Did I hit the stone right there instead of her? Unfortunate. As you can see, though, granted these aren't the craziest of players, but I'm not trying too much and I'm finding a lot of success. That's a mixture of the fact that they're one-handed weapons and they come with great classes with a shield and everything, and they have some pretty decent semi-unique capabilities. Look at the fear factor. Look what happens when you stay in people's face with these things.
The leader needs That's only 10 more!
Look at that damage. Look at that speed. Speed and efficiency. Motto of these things. Unfortunate miss. Yeah, fighting on different elevations is horrible, I know.
I desire that we become better strangers. I want you will be missed.
I am glad that this is an empty free-for-all, though, compared to a full one. Because a full one... I'm so sorry. A full one is just getting hit in the back. It's not fun. Thanks for that. Oh, he made that a heavy. Nice special. That person was trying to jab me, but the combo times on these things are just ridiculous. Also, what are those base stabs hitting for? 40-something damage on Footman? That's an unfortunate miss. Raw stabs on Knights are hitting for 52 damage. That is hilarious. And just in case you still don't believe they hit for the exact same damage, I'm going to get those stabs on a Knight with the Mace. If I can find a Knight. $52 with the Morning Star. Let's see what this hits for. 52. So, again, exact same damage from both of them. What are the differences? This isn't an identity crisis. This is a hiccup.
Sufficiently met.
I think these two weapons are supposed to just come bundled together with cosmetics. This guy does not ever block after a countered attack.
3 more kills, and the leader is victorious! The kill leader is near victory! Victory!
I set a sweet and so I bid thee.
They're disgusting weapons. You can succeed in any mode, in any situation, pretty much equivalent to the Messer. They're the one-handed Messer, I'll say. You can also lump the one-handed sword in that group as well. Thing is, though, is that the sword what the sword has is annoyance and speed. The Morning Star and the Mace have damage as well. The sword doesn't hit that hard comparatively. The things the Morning Star and Mace do to Knights is bordering on illegal. 60 damage base attacks with speed like that. Speed so fast that you can't jab them out of the combo depending on how they hit you. So just eating 120 damage in the blink of an eye, that's crazy. The Warhammer doesn't do that. I know you might be thinking the Warhammer, it does 75 damage on overheads and slashes. The Warhammer is still just slow enough to where you can't get into that situation, or at least I haven't personally. I've never been hit with a Warhammer and then comboed so quick that I wasn't able to jab them out of their follow-up attack. I've had extremely close-looking calls where legit 100 more milliseconds and I would have eaten 150 damage.
Prove yourself
signaling
as the best
my
fighter
death.
in the land. Eliminate everyone.
But from memory, that has not happened to me.
Ho there! Ah, as you come. Oh, good work. Sufficiently met.
Nice hit. I don't think you're blocking. I think that was accidental. Nice heavy. But it's a heavy attack. When you get with heavy attacks on slow two-handed weapons, you can usually just attack them out of their follow-up, I've noticed. I learned that by having that happen to me countless times. With a lot of two-handed weapons, when I hit someone with a heavy, they legit just attack me out of my follow-up, regardless of what I do.
Salute, yes. I, as you. Oh, ah, ho there. Surely you'll remember me.
Nice stab. This guy is very slow to combo, though. don't know what that guy's game plan is.
Sufficiently met.
That's an overhead. Ooh, maybe have a cool engagement between those two. I like free-for-all lobbies like this. It lets you get some nice 1v1 engagements in until us console peons get a server browser. Unfortunately, though, I'm going to treat this like a free-for-all, and I'm just going to walk around hitting people in the back of the head and three-shotting them.
Come as you. Oh, I am back.
I don't think this is a better way to showcase it, though, than in full free-for-alls, because in full free-for-alls, dude, it's just getting hit in the back. It's not fun.
Yes, salute. Ho there. Surely they are coming up on our line.
97 damage. That's the exact same the Mace was hitting for. Almost 100 damage on a special. Granted, the Warhammer exists. Nice overheads. I wouldn't advise you to do that many overheads, though, like this chick is doing. It is good for variety and not getting every attack countered, but they do no damage. Two-handed spear overheads don't do any freaking damage. I think they do 25 damage on a base overhead. That's nothing. I think the cudgel does the same amount of damage, stabbing vanguards and archers. He's gonna jab. Nope. I'm telling you, you can read jabs. You can read jabs. I know some people complain when they get jabbed a lot, but you can read them. Of course, the most upper echelon of upper echelon players are going to make that really difficult. But against casual people that are just trying out jabs, you can usually predict and hit them right out of it. That's an overhead. No, sir. No. Yeah, I am confident fighting a short sword with another one-hander. Look at that, right around. That first slash was right around his back. I love jabbing people who hit me in the back. It's my go-to move. Every time I get hit in the back, I try to just jab whoever did it, instead of turning around and blocking. Feels good every time. I feel like a main character doing it.
There's no more fight in thee than in a stewed fruit. I am back.
Well, you're not dead? What the hell?
As you were.
As you can see, versus vanguards, these aren't the most potent weapons. That guy is dodging way too much. Jesus.
Ho there, salute, yes. Mess. Good welcome.
The leader requires only 20 more victories.
As you surely. Oh, ho there. Ah, yes. Salute as you. Good welcome. Sufficient. Hello.
Nice dodge. I'm surprised you got away with that heavy. Oh man, you need that short sword out of your face. He disarmed himself. Don't you let him rearm. You fool.
You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are.
I think the next weapon video I'm going to make is going to be either longsword or the longsword or the two-handed hammer. Yeah, I'm being very careful on how I counter that dude's attacks, because he's not predictably slashing. Should have made that a heavy. One-handed disrespect.
There's no more.
I'm getting a lot better at knowing when I can gamble. Because before I used to always rely on jabs to retake my initiative, but I've learned from all the people that have just mashed me out of my elegant combos that I don't need to be using my brain that much. I can legit just turn it off and attack. Two shot.
Salute, ho there, peons!
God, I feel really good using these weapons. That's an overhead. Yeah, be careful about trying to predict exactly what a fast one-hander's riposte is going to be. That was extremely foolish of me. Very avoidable death.
Your brain is as dry as a biscuit after a long voyage.
35. Ah, whatever. You get the gist. The mace would have done 35 as well.
Good, yes. Oh, as you, hello, sufficient salute, yes. Ah, you aren't dead. Come,
Felix the homeless.
It's ho there. Good, well, yes, as you, sufficient. They've gotten behind us. I agree.
No. Hatchet's the shortest weapon in the game. Oh no, you can't do what this guy's doing. All that panic dodging, it just drains your stamina, especially if you're not getting attacked.
Oh there, peons.
No, sir.
This is your last chance.
You blocked that, you crazy thing? Who the hell? Women of a feather cannot flock together. Oh, yes they can. Nice chill free-for-all to demonstrate the power of these one-handed blunt weapons. Nice block. Oh my god, Cinnamork, thank you so much for demonstrating the power of the crouch dodge.
I ran into somebody who
Jesus Christ, it is so good. And it feels so good to hit it. I mean, did you see that? Did you see what I did to that poor guy? Whip, Matrix dodge, and I just exploded his cranium. Nice hit. Calm yourself down, Rolex. That's dead. Wow, one-headed sword, eh? I thought that was gonna miss, but nope, just edged right around. Another good thing about the Morning Star and Mace is, I think I mentioned this earlier, but you have nothing to fear.
They've gotten behind us, they've flanked us.
There's no weapon you should fear fighting with this thing, as it can tackle any other weapon. Oh, that was good.
Brilliant.
No.
Three more
No.
kills, and the leader is victorious!
There's no weapon you should fear while using either of these things, the Mace or the Morning Star. They can tackle everything. They can deal with any class, any situation. They're good at 1vx, they're great at 1v1. S-tier weapons.
No!
Nice. I will gamble. They're great at gambling, disrespecting weapons after they hit you. Their combo speed is ridiculous at times. Because that situation that I mentioned where they're so fast that you can't jab them, that's not happening in most engagements. And it's a hard thing to do purposefully, to hit someone at the right angle that allows you to disrespect. Did I just... Wow, that really happened. I got hit by the very end of that swing, and hit by the greatsword at the same time. Practically one-shotting me. Yeah, it's a very hard thing to do purposely, to hit someone at the right angle to combo fast enough to beat out a jab attempt. But when it does happen, it's pretty great.
The kill leader is near victory!
They're great at whiff punishing. You can drag them to an extent. As you can see, if I'm attacking with momentum, so from a full sprint, they can kind of just dance around people and you don't know where to block because of their strange hitbox.
Yes. Ho there, peon.
Victory!
You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Okay, I realize that my playlist has been cutting off. I think after it finishes, so I need to put it on shuffle or something. Thing is, I'm working this through my Xbox, and Xbox only gives me 2 icons to click on. And I can barely tell what they do. It's just 2 straight pointing arrows that intertwine if I click, and arrows that eat each other, which I guess means repeat the song. Alright, so this will probably be the last one, where I will again be using the Morning Star. And again, tell me, have you noticed any differences between both weapons in their speed, their reach, or their damage? Does the Morning Star have a longer recovery that's letting me get punished, where the Mace doesn't? Does the Mace really have faster and stronger overheads with a faster windup? As a matter of fact, remember what I mentioned about the Morning Star feels maybe an inch faster, a wee bit faster? That description right there would deny that. It would mean that the Mace is the faster of the two, but it's not.
For Agatha in the tournament.
Neither of them are, because they're the same damn weapon.
I'm honored to cross swords with you.
Nice heavy. This guy doesn't seem bad. Although I can't tell what he's doing on purpose and accidentally. I'll keep this up. You will lose the stamina battle. Nice hit. He threw bread. Give me the bread. Oh, that was disgusting. That was so gross. Oh. That was so gross. Very good at two-shotting knights. Oh my god. The spacing perfection, dude. This guy's very patient. He doesn't take any risk regarding counters. That shield's gonna shatter. When you don't counter using a shield, it means the shield's gonna break. No, I missed my fancy spin. How upsetting. But also, shields are good at preserving your stamina in situations like that where you're afraid to counter. Their downside is that they will break. God, this girl is too predictable. Look.
Needs only 30 more kills.
That person wants their bread achievement. 13 kills with bread. As you can see, great at gambling when you know when you can. Just disgusting weapons, both of them.
Your brain is as dry as a biscuit after a long voyage.
That was horrendous, spacing by me. Again, that was atrocious. Whoa. Where'd that arm go? Lingering hitbox with a stab. You gonna dodge? You can't play like this. You can't play like a robot in situations like that. This person wants their bread achievement. I refuse to give it to them.
They shall die, so the order may live. You will be missed.
Nice hit. Overheads. Will miss. Nice. He gets kicked too many times, though. I've killed him like that 3 times now.
You are pigeon-livered, and you lack any gall. There's no more fight in thee than in a stewed throat.
That's my one. Ow. That pressure. Also, another thing, the blunt weapons, the blunt one-handed special attack is extremely good. It is one of the best, maybe in my opinion, the best special attack in the game. Oh god. As it's very, very easy to land and it's hard to punish. When I see this thing, when I see that attack getting wind up coming at me, I'm not exactly sure how to respond to it. Of course, the obvious answer is just block, but if you just block, that means you're losing a lot of stamina. And if the person knows what they're doing, they're going to keep the offense on you after you block it. I don't really know where to dodge. I wondered if this was the Twitch Spear lady, because she plays just like her. You have no stamina. Nice overhead. Oh! Feels so good, especially with the music in the background. Very nice. She changed that. She morphed that overhead into a slash to counter that. Calm yourself down, boyo. Also, as you can see, that reach is kind of wild. That's not a slash. That's a special. I mean, you see what I'm doing to people with very little effort. These weapons are noob-friendly to master-deadly. Where if you know how the game works, you can really just dismantle people with relative ease using these things. Especially with the Man-at-Arms and this class's ridiculous dodge power. It's nutty. Not even mentioning the shield, because as I said, I don't really use shields. I don't think many experienced players will be using shields, because when you know how to manage your stamina, what a shield really does is just break and give your aggressor a free attack. Unfortunate. Maybe if I excelled that would work. There you go, working on those kick reactions. Interesting. Again, gambling because I know I can't. Again, gambling because I know I can't. Isn't that crazy? I'm using this thing like a 50 damage jab. Good lord, that's nutty. Throw another one at me, I dare you. Nice hit. Ooh, that was a gorgeous turnaround. He hit me, went and looked like he was going to hit that other person, and then went right back to me.
Your virginity breeds mites, much like a cheese.
Calm yourself. Nice hit. You let me kick you too often, sir. Oh!
You are pigeon-livered, and you lack any go.
So I hope you enjoyed this showcase. Oh! I hope you enjoyed this showcase of the Mace and the Morning Star. Two identical weapons that both are great at mangling the player base, from skilled players to your intermediates to your Pro Master flexes. If you are a noob or a veteran, you can use this weapon and pummel the masses with ease. Also, this glaive has to go. I refuse to deal with the glaive on the external. Oh my god! That was nutty. And that's stuff that you can only really do in third person, because if I was in first person, I'm not looking at that guy. That was nice. You gonna dodge away. Nice overhead. Dodge away. You can't play like that against someone who knows what they're doing. What that person's doing, where they dodge away after every offensive action and stuff, that is very good at dismantling the masses. But against people who know what they're doing, that ain't gonna work. Oh, nice heavy. I'm not surprised that I am likely to get booted out of a lobby this small, because I'm probably not the most fun person to fight. But again, this is Chivalry 2, so abuse like this will happen. I'm not too mad about it, because I'm planning to go out to T objective right after this last skill if they don't boot me in time. Unfortunately, they were not fast enough with booting me, so I will keep up my reign of terror until they do. Unless, wait, maybe just as the match ends occasionally and you get to see it. Failed. Gotta kick harder next time. I don't know what I'll use to keep abusing these people. Maybe I'll switch to the Maul and just laugh at them. But I hope you enjoyed the Mace and the Morning Star. Two disgusting weapons in the hands of both the unexperienced and the Pro Master flexes. This thing mangles people equally. It gives equal rights, lefts, centers, overheads, underhands, specials, kicks, jabs, everything. You can use this thing like a 60 damage jab against knights if you know how to gamble with it. I just wish they had some more identity between the two of them. Restock before you head out.